most English people make when they are hesitating. Written has neutral position. Now, what is the example? Now, sometimes English people, now when we hesitate, when we want to think about something, what do we say? Huh? But the English people say, when they hesitate. So, this is the example. So, it is hesitation, a hesitation case, okay? It's hesitation when they are when they hesitate, when they want to think, when they don't have an exact answer. Say, so this is neutral. The lips, look at the lips. It's neither spread nor what? Nor rounded. So the lips are neither spread nor rounded. They are in between. In between. Okay. So this is the description or classification of vowels. So now let's have a review work. Now I'd like to ask you, you answer me. Now we have finished the classification of vowels. How can we classify or describe vowels? How can we describe or classify vowels? And in what way? According to what things? How many things? Okay? Now who can tell me? Yes, according to lip rounding. Yes, good. Now lip rounding has 3 cases. What are they? 3 positions. Yes, rounded. Yes. Spread and neutral. And neutral. Rounded means like that. Okay, like O, O, rounded. The corners of the lips come close to each other. They come towards each other. While when we say E, for example, the lips are what? Spread. It means the corners of the lips go far away from each other, like E. Look here. Now neutral, what do we mean by neutral? It's in between. Between rounded and spread. So we say, for instance, when English people, when they are hesitated, when they hesitate, they say, so it's in between. Good. So we have finished this, now this is one. Now another characteristic. What is it? Now we said lip rounding. We can classify vowels or describe. Yes. Now, yes?
Short vowel.
No. According to what? Short vowels are? No. Not short vowels, no. Now we said it's according to lip rounding. What is the other thing? Number 1, we said. Tongue height, very good. Tongue height, according to, you have forgotten everything. Now, tongue height. What is tongue height? Now, when we describe, who can tell me, what do we mean by tongue height? How are the vowels? How can we describe the vowel as what? Now, when we say, for instance, when we say a vowel like okay? What is the tongue height here? Yes? It's close or open? Open, very good. So we call it open. Why open? What do we mean by tongue height? It means the distance between the tongue and the palate is great. That means there is a distance. The tongue does not come in contact with where? With the palate, with the roof of the mouth. But when we say E or what is it here? What do we call it? Close. Why? Because the tongue comes into contact with close to the roof of the mouth, to the palate. So it comes into contact with, it is in contact with the roof of the mouth. So we call it close. So tongue height, it means whether the tongue is close to the roof of the mouth or not close to the roof of the mouth. This is the tongue height. Now another point. Now we said we can classify or describe vowels according to 3 things: lip rounding, tongue height, and And tongue height, we call the vowel either open or closed. The third thing? Frontless or backless. It means we describe the vowel as front or back. Whether it comes from the tongue is at the front of the, we use the front of the tongue or the back of the tongue. This is the way we classify vowels, okay, or describe vowels. Now we go back to these vowels, these two examples. We have said them, we have mentioned these two examples. If you look at the chart here, look at the chart. We have here, so now we have seen how four vowels differ from each other. We can show this in a simple diagram. This is the diagram. Now look here. We have a close and open, and we have front and back. Which vowel is a close and a front? You are late right here, very late. Yeah, after 10 minutes, I should not let you in. This is not good for you. So don't be late to your classes, please. Okay, now, the vowel, which vowel is a close and a front? Which one? Close and the front. Give me the vowel which is a close and the front. Which one? From this table, from this diagram. Here. Look here. This is the diagram. Sorry. This is the diagram, okay? Now, we have here, we have a front, and we have here back, okay? Front and back. We have here close and we have open, okay? Now, which one is a close and the front? E, very good. The vowel, the long vowel, E. So we can describe it as what? Close and front. What about lip rounding? Who can tell me? Now, which one? Now, E, the vowel E. Which one? Spread. Very good. So we call it spread also. So we can describe the vowel E, the long vowel E, as what? As close, front, and spread. That's it. So we have given three characteristics, three things to this vowel, the vowel E. Now let's have another example. Now the vowel OO, long OO. Okay. Now who can describe OO? Yes, my dear? Close. Back. Rounded. Very good. So you have got it. You have got it. It's close, it is back, and it is rounded here. Why? Rounded, sorry, because when we say OO, the lips are rounded. Now let's have another example. Now this vowel, A. Who can describe it? Who can describe A? Yes? Yes, it is? It is A? Yes, it is spread, very good. And open and front. So we can say it's open, front, and spread. Okay? So this is A. Now we have the vowel, this vowel. Who can describe it? Yes. It is open, back, and neutral. And even yes, we can say it's neutral. Even it's spread. No, spread when it's like a smile. When you say it's not like a smile. When you say even this one, you can say this this one, you can say neutral. Neutral. You can describe them as neutral. Because neutral, spread means like when you smile. So when you say, it's not like smiling. Okay. Now, so we have learned things about the description or classification of vowels. Now we have a system which is called cardinal vowels. Now what are cardinal vowels? Okay. Now, cardinal vowels. It's a system created by or put by phoneticians, some phoneticians in the past, in order to just to find a system, a reference, a standard reference system for all vowels of all languages. So it is what? It is a standard reference system. يعني مقياس لكل الفاولز of all languages. يعني for all languages, not only for one language. So the cardinal vowels, if you look at this diagram, we will draw it on the board. Cardinal vowels, these are cardinal vowels. It's international, universal. It doesn't belong to the English language only. No, it shows any vowel in any language. So we call it, now let's have the definition of cardinal vowels. Now let's say cardinal vowels are a standard reference system which is a useful way this is the definition of cardinal vowels, of describing, classifying, and comparing vowels. So let's draw the diagram of cardinal vowels. Let's see what are, of course, some of them, they are different from the English vowels. Some of them are different. The location on the, now this is the diagram. Of course, the diagram shows the mouth. This is what? This is the mouth. This one. So look here. The diagram here is the mouth. So we have you should know how to draw the diagram. Now the diagram on the here, this is the mouth, okay? So this is the mouth. We divide it into 3 parts, okay? 3 parts. This should be more slight. we divide it into 3 parts, and we put each, this is the mouth, we locate each vowel here. Now here, we start with number 1, which is E, the vowel E. Now we say here, this is close, of course, and this is open here. You write like this, okay? Close and open. And then, in between, we have open mid here. Okay, open mid, and what else here? We have close mid. Here. So this part, this one, open mid and the close mid. Here we have, of course, here we will have back. This is back. Now what about this? It's open and what? Front. Here front. And here back. This side is back, and this side is front. Yes, and this is what? Central. Very good. Now, this is central. You should know how to draw this diagram. You should learn it, okay? You should learn how to draw this diagram. Now, if we take an example, if we take the vowel E, how can we describe it? In what? In the, this is of course number 1. E is number 1 in on the cardinal vowels chart. Okay, it is number 1. How do you describe it? According to the to cardinal vowels, how do you describe it? E. It is closed, front, okay, and spread. Yes, according to lip rounding. There is no lip rounding here, but this is the mouth, only the it's close and the front, and then you add lip rounding. So good. Now number 2, E. Number 2, the vowel E. How do you describe it? Close mid. Look here. According to English vowels, we don't have close mid. Okay. According to cardinal vowels, we have close mid and the front. Good, very good. Now we have the vowel. Of course, this is the cardinal vowel N. Also, it is what? How can you describe it? It's open, mid, and front. Very good. Now, what about which is number 4? It is open and front. Very good. So you know these vowels. These are cardinal vowels, and they are not international. They don't refer to any language, but they, they are concerned as universal or international. It's a standard reference system. We can compare vowels with them according to them. Okay, now let's have this part. Now the vowel, which vowel? O. Number 8. Number 8. O is number 8. How can you describe it? Yes, it is close and back. Very good. Now, what about the other vowel? Number 7. Let's come from here. This is number 5. Here we have A. Okay, A. Who can describe A? Yes, it is back. Front or back? It's back. Back and open. Back and open. Now what about O? O. Number 6. O. Back and open mid. Very good. Back and open mid. What about the number 7? This is what? This is O. Okay? Yes? This is what? How can we describe it? Back and closement. Yes, very good. And the last one, I think this is O, which is, yes. And the last one is O, which is number 8, back and close. So this is everything about cardinal vowels. Cardinal vowels, it is, when we say cardinal, it is a standard reference system, which is a useful way of describing, classifying, and comparing vowels. When we want to compare the vowels, the English vowels with the cardinal vowels, we should have a look at this diagram, at this chart. Okay. Now, of course, we have here, this is the discussion of cardinal vowels, which are called, we have two kinds of cardinal vowels. We have primary cardinal vowels and secondary cardinal vowels. So, there are two kinds of cardinal vowels. Number one, primary cardinal vowels. And number two, secondary cardinal vowels. Now, what is the difference between primary cardinal vowels and secondary cardinal vowels? Why do we why do we divide them into two kinds? Why do we make them two kinds? Now, primary cardinal vowels are more familiar to European people, to English speakers, European people. Most people in Europe, they know primary cardinal vowels more than the secondary cardinal vowels. They are more familiar to European people who speak English. Secondary cardinal vowels are less familiar. Secondary cardinal vowels are less familiar to European people. This is the difference. So this page is about the cardinal vowels that we have already described. We have described each one of them, okay? This page, page 4, this page has the description of each one, of each cardinal vowels. We have done everything concerning the vowels and description and classification of vowels. Now we move to English short vowels. We have short vowels and long vowels. And for each one, we should draw a diagram. In order to locate it, we have to locate it on that diagram and say the description and describe it. Okay? So this is everything about the vowels and cardinal vowels. And thank you.